Welcome to the comparison video for Cyberpunk 2077 running on the iPhone. This is going to be GeForce Now versus Stadia, taking a look at a couple of areas around the city, some driving, some standstill type shots, and a little bit of gunplay, and just kind of see how this game's looking on the iPhone through both of these services. It's a way I've been playing the game a lot through GeForce Now and Stadia, really enjoying it. Both have performed well on my iPhone 12 Pro, and I've been wanting to get this video out to you guys. So it's been exciting for iPhone users in the past couple of months to finally get more and more cloud gaming. We've got Luna, we've got GeForce Now, Stadia. There's some other cloud PCs out there, but as far as just gaming platforms, we've got that right now. And in the spring, we should be able to get xCloud. And all these are running through the Safari browser. So really quickly, also a little bit of methodology here. For this type of video, what we're doing is we're comparing what the best each service has to offer is. So with GeForce Now, that's going to be ray tracing, ultra settings across the board, and DLSS. That's the best that it has to offer in this game. And in Stadia, the best visual representation it has to offer will be its visuals mode running on here on Stadia on the iPhone. It does have the performance mode. I have videos showing the differences in that both for Stadia and for Xbox Series X if you want to see that. But in this, we're just taking the best visual representation that each service has to offer, GeForce Now and Stadia, and just putting those up into comparison. Of course, I could bring the settings down in GeForce Now to get closer to the visuals that are in Stadia, but that just wouldn't make sense. You don't take products and then dumb one down to the other and compare them. You always want to compare the best that each product has to offer so that you guys can see that. So that's what we're going to do here. So let's go ahead and jump over into comparison. Cyberpunk 2077, GeForce Now, and Stadia on my iPhone 12 Pro. It's been running great there. Let's go take a look at this comparison. All right, so jumping into the comparison now, we're going to start off with the load times for the games started up. So right from the apps, we start up Cyberpunk here. And I've got those pictures up there just showing that though we can't match and we don't want to match settings because they are different versions of the game, there are those settings at the top that are identical with our field of view and our motion blur and that type of thing, film grain. So those are matched up identical, and only depth of field has been left on, and those are set to the same. Other than that, we're full ultra out with DLSS running on GeForce Now. The reason I have that DLSS is because to get a smooth gameplay experience but also offer the maximum graphics capabilities of the service, I do have to run it, which is going to hurt the resolution a bit. You will see that in these comparisons. If you want a sharper image, you're going to want to turn your DLSS down to quality or balanced, probably quality. You could even turn off ray tracing and turn off your DLSS. There's a lot you can do. But playing on an iPhone screen or an iPad screen, it is very difficult to see that resolution difference. We are kind of cropped in and side by side here and zoomed in to show you the analysis, but when you're playing this on a phone, you would have trouble seeing it. So this offers the best experience with the best visuals I could get from each platform. So you'll see there 1 minute and 11 seconds to get into game from Stadia. Stadia has always been fantastic at getting into games quick. It doesn't take a long time to sign into services. Like over on GeForce Now, you got to get into your Steam, your GOG, and get launched up. So 1 minute 28 for GeForce Now, we're into the game. All right, so over on our first side-by-side here, you'll see what I'm talking about with the resolution DLSS out there in the distance. Stadia is really pulling that off nicely. You can see a nice crisp image there. Over here, doing full screen for GeForce Now. Everything looking really good. This is maxed out, ultra graphics, ultra ray tracing. And then over on Stadia, on our visuals mode. So our next side-by-side will be right here at All Foods, and you can see the colors on Stadia do pop. We've got the more realistic coloring and lighting and reflections on GeForce Now with ray tracing, but if you like the pop in colors, Stadia has a gorgeous color palette going on here for their stream. They have great streaming technology. I'm always saying that about Stadia. They do have top-of-the-line streaming tech, even if I'm not always happy with the frame rates that the games always run at. So going here side by side with the cars, driving, motion, and latency, again handled by both platforms, both services really well. I can't complain about this game on GeForce Now or Stadia. Both are fantastic places to play the game. Here's a side-by-side I do often here in the town. Again, you can see the color pop difference here that Stadia does offer and that resolution. Because of DLSS giving us the smoother gameplay and letting me max out graphics, let's hurt that resolution in the distance a little bit here and there. Coming up here on Tom's Diner, one big difference is density of population in the world. Of course, with GeForce Now, we've got high population density, and you can see that here in the side-by-side. And for me, the population density makes a big difference in how real and how just full the world feels, and I prefer it. That's why I play on GeForce Now or PC, because the city just feels so much more alive everywhere that you go with more of that population density, and for me it's just really worth it. But it's really totally up to you. So a little bit of gunplay here. I'll let you guys check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Wells. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Wells. Point for you.
All right, a little bit of side-by-side gunplay here. Again, latency is handled so well by both of these services, to be honest. It's amazing sometimes that I'm playing in the cloud. Really does feel really nice. I just can't aim or shoot or do any first-person shooters on a small iPhone screen. But other than that, everything felt really nice. Here we are comparing, just kind of walking the circle here on both platforms, GeForce Now and Stadia. And you can see differences in lighting and shading and types of things because of ray tracing and stuff. But honestly, as we go through here and look, here's the proper aspect ratio for GeForce Now. Walking across here, you can see the ray tracing and everything in effect. But as we switch over to Stadia, again, gorgeous game on both platforms. I do prefer it on GeForce Now. I feel like the world feels a bit more alive and everything. But man, you just can't go wrong here. Alright guys, that's going to do it. Thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Cyberpunk 2077 being compared on the iPhone between GeForce Now and Stadia. Honestly, if you don't have a local PC or an Xbox Series X, the best place to play Cyberpunk right now anyway, as of making this video, is either on GeForce Now or Stadia, and surprisingly, those are both cloud services. But honestly, from playing this game on probably 6-7 different platforms, a lot of them cloud, a lot of local, to me, PC locally, then Xbox Series X, and then cloud services, GeForce Now and Stadia, all are running the game the best that I've had experience with. So again, I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment. All that kind of stuff goes a long ways to help the channel, and I always appreciate it. Thanks again for coming to check out the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.